have a very important task for you today, young wizard. Your studies will have to wait.
This is one of the old dialogues before they updated it.
You've done such a great job elsewhere. I could use your magic on Colossus Boulevard. I had to lock the gate because the street had become too dangerous.
The only reason why you can tell is the voice. The voice actor is different, as well as the text here.
Task for you today, young wizard. Your studies will have to
as it says your wizard's name here instead of wizard, like every other dialogue text has said.
You've done such a great job elsewhere. Professor Greyrose summoned an army to run out the ghosts. Something must have gone very wrong with the gate guard. Private O'Doyle can tell you more. Please find him in the shopping district and see if he needs help.
That will be the next area I go to after I talk to Bartleby here.
Once upon a time, there was the first world, inhabited by primal beings and 3 terrible titans. The feuding titans shattered their world. The primal tree and grandmother Raven sang the song of creation and wove its fragments together into the spiral. This is one of those primal beings, Bartleby, the grandfather of trees. He guided me to bring you here, and it's his insight we seek now.
My sight is not what it once was. My gaze has turned foul and my memory is fading. You must find the one from the world without magic.
This is that one, Bartleby. Oh dear. You see, wizard, he can't stay with us.
My sight is not what it once was. My gaze has turned
in reference to the fact that our wizard was taken from a different universe entirely. Universe entirely. Our wizard was taken from Earth. Kidnapped, if you will.
This is that one, Bartleby. Oh dear. You see, wizard, he can't...
Beware the spiders, fire rings, the alligator eats the stars. Malice there, if you take my eye, my gaze will turn foul, and your spirit rotten.
Beware the spiders, Arc 2. Fire Rains. That would be either Arc 1 or still Arc 2 with the fact of Azteca and Dragonspire. The alligator eats the stars. I don't know much about that reference there. I'm going to quickly do something with this. Come on. There. Apologies for the delay. Seriously? There we go.
Malistaire stole the eye of history? Of course. And this repeated bit about a gaze turning foul, there was once a spectre named Foulgaze. He often haunted Sapphira's tower in Old Town. Perhaps his patterns haven't changed. You must investigate at once.
Will do, Ambrose, will do. I'm just gonna continue on with this until, it takes me out of Wizard City. Or to the desk school underneath the, area. No, I'll leave that for now. I can get some slightly new equipment with a ring and amulet, but I have just no need to. I'll get a level 10 amulet, actually. Death Trap, Weakness, Myth Trap, Pendant. I could also just grab a Fire Elf. Actually, what's the Ghoul Pendant? Is there not a Ghoul Pendant? I could have sworn there used to be. Probably just not in the Bazaar here. There it is. Inspect, 180. Higher than my, I'll actually just grab the Choker, though. For, a Death Trap. Does give me 2. Now let's get back to it. And go to Sapphira's? Sapphira's, because Sapphire. Yeah. Sapphira's Tower.
On the trail of the Order of the Fang, Part 2. Still looking for the Order of the Fang. How I did not find the Order of the Fang useless. Who are you? Oh, you're the one that dealt with the Harvest Lord, the Banshee and the Bunny. I was hoping to meet you. I enjoy a challenge. Take a good look, wizard, because this foul gaze will be your last.
The typical boss that ends up happening to be one of the most common bosses for people to get a badge called 1 in a million on. Because it tends to be secluded, and people tend to not actually come in here at all. Well, unless they join you on a sigil or teleport to you, they won't ever interrupt your battle. That's empty. With Foulgaze having 650 health, I don't know if 2 blades, 2 traps will be enough to defeat him. Might have been better if I put a Banshee in instead of the Ghoul. But we shall see. We shall definitely see. I guess while I'm working on this, I can also end up getting this pulled up for later tonight and start typing this out. Slowly but surely. 6 HP. I almost killed him with the first attack. Excuse me.
While you were busy playing with elves and bunnies, I found every book on the Order of the Fang and sent them to my master. The useful ones, anyway. What? No, not Malastare. I don't serve Malastare. I serve Lord Nightshade, Keeper of the Darkness. He serves Malastare. And he rules even now from the place of our banishment, the hub of our new undead kingdom, the Haunted Cave. You know the one I tried? It's ours.
Foulgaze. The history of magic.
Traditional theory holds that there are two broad categories of magic: elemental, fire, ice, storm, and spiritual, life, death, and myth. Legends of astral magic from ancient Celestia often complicated those old definitions, but there has yet to be physical evidence of the practice. It was ultimately the discovery of balance magic on Krokotopia that upended the previous paradigms and introduced a composite sorcery. Blended the powers of the elemental schools, while also being able to enhance or debilitate spiritual powers. Today, balance is considered one of the core 7 schools of magic, but many institutions have yet to fully incorporate it into curricula.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to incorporate a balance into studies. Heh. Do I go get potion first, or do I just run through the lane as is? Probably just run through the lane as is. Looking at this, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's grab a health wisp. I can go here. I can go here. Let's let him go to the very end. Do-do-do-do.
Jeepers, don't sneak up on people like that. Don't you know this cave is haunted?
Yes, I am aware.
Isn't this place just wowzer? I heard all the seals were broken, and I had to finally see what kind of ghosts are in here. I read books on these caves. All the books in the library, actually. But nothing makes history come alive more than really seeing the ghosts.
I believe it.
Did you come here out of intellectual curiosity, too? Oh, Lord Nightshade. I've heard of him. Mean guy. He lives in that big tower down the way. Well, I say lives. Doesn't live. He's dead. He unlives in the tower. If you go fight him and survive, can you bring me a souvenir? Ooh, or ask him about the realms of the dead, like the underworld, or Nightside, or Tartarus. I'm super curious. I bet they're nice.
And I can upgrade my ring there, which gives me a little bit more health. I have now broken 1100 health. And I am level 11. Translation, one more level to go till I can go to Crab Alley. Will I get Crab Alley before or after Colossus Boulevard? I think it might actually be possible to go there before. 1950. This isn't giving any... Not counting this 355 here. Okay. Then, no, I don't think I will be getting Crab Alley before I get Colossus Boulevard.
You truly think to face me, wizard? Do you have any concept of what I am? No mere ghost lost in the ether. I am darkness.
I should be able to do this with this deck.
King of the dead, lord of the night side, master of the things in the dark which float and scream. And now you have the honor of becoming one of my subjects.
It is quite the honor to study underneath you, Lord Nightshade. But first, let me read the history of death magic.
The original practitioners of death magic were shunned by their societies, written off and punished as plague carriers and spirit thieves. And it's true that many of ill intent found a school with such spooky spells thematically amenable. The worst such group was the cult of the corrosive Taurus, a sect from ancient Azteca who loathed the song of creation and sought to unwrite it. They traveled across nascent skyways, summoning banshees and spectral skulls to scream a discordant melody that could unmake worlds.
That is hilarious. Alright, tap him back in.
Some believe Bartleby himself intervened to stop them, cursing the death cult with eternal life, sealed forever in a soundproof prison.
Okay. Thank you for waiting, Lord Nightshade. Ooh, a power pip. That's gonna kind of come in handy, not really. Another power pip, wow. Alright. This, I don't think will defeat Lord Nightshade here, but it'll get him pretty close. I won't have to deal with that field guard anymore, though, thankfully. Yep. 105 HP left on Nightshade there. About 115. I believe this still has 3 turns. So because I don't have any other spells to use, aside from these two, no buffs, I will just hit him with this and hit him with a wand hit next. Hopefully that is enough, or else I will have to restart this fight and add just a little bit of spells back in. But this should be enough.
The books on the Order of the Fang? I have not these things. I collected them as gifts. Gifts to the one who freed us. To the necromancer concealed safely in my domain. In the nightside, where no mortal thing can see him.
Suspicious. Grab that. Come right over here. Grab a health wisp. And a health wisp. And a health wisp. Now go talk to Willow. I never truly realized how long this path is. This feels so much longer than it used to.
Wowzer! Whoa, you survived! Or did you? You two seem solid and opaque, but it might just be the lighting. Nightside. The underplane that sits between the realms of life and death, which can't be seen by mortal eyes. Or do you mean a different night side? No, that's the one you mean. Yeah, I've read about it. All about it. It's a real physical place somewhere. You just can't see it. Ghosts can, so you'd need ghost eyes. Oh, or the fiery gaze of something possessed by spectral energy. Like those field guards. Defeat field guards and get their pumpkin heads. Then I can do a thing and reveal Nightside.
Okay. Alrighty then. I don't need that. Literally, I should have re-enabled that wand hit. So, 395. I will just double blade frog. One of two. I should be able to defeat him with a single Banshee instead, resulting in a turn 2 victory.
Wowzer, you did a great job! These pumpkin heads are perfect! Unfortunately, I can't do the thing. I thought I could. I read all about it while you were gone, but I can't. I can do stuff, but what you need is a thing. Headmaster Ambrose knows about things. All things. You should ask him for help.
I don't know if I return back to you afterwards. I don't think I do, so, but let's leave a mark just in case. Now to just wait for the game to load.
Wizard, I'm afraid Bartleby's mind remains jumbled. What's that you say? You need me to do a thing. Oh, my young... Ah, you believe Malistaire is hiding in Nightside? That explains much. It would conceal him from all but Bartleby, thus the theft of his eye. But I see your plan. I can enchant these ghostly pumpkins to transfer their vision into yours, allowing you to see that which dead things see. At least for a short time. It'll take but a moment. There. It is done. Go now. Follow your instincts.
Alrighty.
Path to Nightside.
And now I am gaining access to Nightside, where the Death School is, where I can actually properly train all my spells.
A wizard, it has been so long. Have you come seeking the school of death magic? You have found it, and much more. The Death School and I once sat above in the Ravenwood under the shade of the grandfather tree. But in his rage and sorrow, Malistaire stole us. He feigned an explosion and shifted the very land upon which the school sits here to the night side. From this haven he conducts his research into what I do not know. All I could do was sit and wait for Bartleby to see us and send help. His eye of history was stolen? No. Malistaire must have done this. He is in the school now. You must fix what he has broken.
Yeah, before I do that, actually, could you give me a few things? Yeah, like this, this infection here. I may use it eventually, I don't know. And then I would love to get this pacify at level 15, but I don't need it right now. Now I remove these from my deck. Okay. Halt, Malistaire! I have come to stop your shenanigans!
Master, what about this book? The Order of the Fang was born of, some word that starts with K.
Give me that. Crocotopia, you dunce. And I knew that already. I've been scouring the place for ages. I came back here to find where in Oh, I see. Yes, this book does indeed have the answer I seek. So you're too late, wizard. Yes, I remember you. You fought my minions, thwarted all my diversions, but it doesn't matter. I've already won.
That was very dramatic. It's just a book. Hello there. I'm Dworgen, caretaker of the Death School. What's your name?
Hello, Dorgan.
Did you know the Death School moved to Nightside? That's an odd name. Oh, I get it. I thought it was darker than usual outside. Haven't gotten out much. And my master started bringing me books to study. Oh, and an orb that he said could show us all of history. I have history. No, don't have any. I have new dyes, though, if you want some. Still crunchy, too. Anyway, my master couldn't get the orb to work, so he traded it for more books. We've read everything to find the Order of the Fang. Turns out they're on Crocotopia in a great... something that begins with S. You should probably tell the headmaster the Death School moved. Don't want the students to miss class.
Indeed, we don't want the students to miss class, and let's go ahead and grab Threefold Fever, which actually I'm so glad that Death actually gets now. This used to only be available on an amulet dropped in a dungeon at level 90. But now you can also enter that dungeon a little bit earlier too. All right. Hello.
Some good news, Wizard. The guards are reporting progress in pushing out the remaining undead, thanks to you. Now tell me, did you find Nightside?
Yes, I did.
What? Oh my, this is indeed distressing news. But at least we know what happened to the Death School and poor Jordan. I'll manage shoring up our passage to Nightside so we can resume proper death classes. But we must still contend with
I
the
didn't
master.
realize this is where you got sacrifice.
We know he seeks the Order of the Fang, a mysterious sect of wizards from Crocotopia, but we don't know why. With Bartleby's eye missing, we must rely on old-fashioned methods to find out. I need you to follow Malastair's trail to Crocotopia. Take these 2 spiral keys. They will grant access to the world door inside Bartleby. Even in his current state, he can guide you from there.
Okay, with that out of the way, I will now start doing the Colossus Trouble quest. Simply put, I need to start doing Colossus Boulevard.